Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. I have the privilege of interviewing Ben Allen of Allen Forensics today. He's a forensic investigator and certified fraud examiner in Dallas, Texas. And we will be discussing third-party fraud and tips on how to prevent identity fraud in this podcast. Welcome, Ben. That kind of presents another possibility. And we've talked about some of these things, but are there more ways that I can protect myself from being a victim of this third person fraud? And what is some advice of how to get rid of some of my personal information? Because that's hard. That's not so easy. I'm kind of everywhere. So I don't think I'm going to be able to erase it. But for normal people, what can they do to protect themselves?
All right. Great question, Melissa. Great question. Let's start with your mails.
Okay.
So I tell folks, get a shredder.
Okay.
Yeah, get a shredder. When you go to the mailbox and you have mails that are just like junk mails, do not just dump them in the trash, because it contains your name and address is a powerful tool in the hands of a fraudster. Because with that, they are able to harvest other corresponding information. So I take all my mails home and I shred what I do not need. That's how I treat my mails. Also, I'm careful what I put in my trash. You see, when people want to go after you, they can go to any length to destroy your reputation. I realized that in my trash can contain valuable intelligence for the fraudsters, so they can profile you based on the things in your trash. Mm-hmm. So I'm careful about the things that I dump in my trash, and by things I mean paper trails, right? So that's something we should be careful about. When you move out of an apartment, go on the USPS website and update your new address for your mails, because if you live in an apartment, I'm sure you can relate with this. There'll be times you go to your mailbox and you find mails coming to your apartment number, but in the name of the prior resident of that apartment complex or unit. Mm-hmm. So what happens is now that's a free information to the current residents of that apartment. Ben Allen lived here prior to now, that's why I'm getting these mails. Okay, now I know Ben Allen is tied to this address. Now I can perpetrate fraud with this information. So go to USPS website, update your information, let no mails be going to your whole apartment. That is very, very important. Now let's talk about not that for mails. Let's talk about your digital footprints. And we spoke about this briefly. There's a website. We spoke about this earlier. There's a website called a company called OneRep. When you go on OneRep.com for a little amount of money, they are able to help you to remove your information from all of these data broker websites at the same time. So instead of you having to go to every one of them, White Pages, Truthfinder, there are a bunch of them. Just go to OneRep.com, and then just do an assessment, a scan. You will be amazed. It's going to populate everywhere that you are exposed.
I'm a little concerned to even check on it. But yeah, this is a good tip. Okay, keep on going. Sorry.
Right? Sometimes it could bring some false positives, but the way it works is what's your name, what's your city, and then I'm not sure if it has your age, and then it just populates. Then you can just pay a little amount of money, you upload your ID, so they're sure it's you, right? And when you upload your ID, remember to block your DL number. Yeah, your DL number, take that out. I think you can also take out your house address. You just want to be sure it's not a robot, but a human being. Upload that, pay the amount of money, and boom. In a couple of weeks, you're going to see that all of those pages are actually going to be taken down. That's a great resource. So I tell folks to go on there, because that's the tool that we also use, and get rid of your digital footprints in that form. I mean, you can be on other platforms for business. I mean, the Facebook is great, Instagram, LinkedIn, awesome, but we're talking about personal identifying information. Also, there's a place you can also go to right now. And this I've seen this scare people. I tell them just right now on your laptop, go to advancedbackgroundchecks.com. Put in your phone number, put in your name and your city. You'll be amazed. Your known addresses, your possible relatives. It will look as though you're conducting a search as an investigator on government databases. It's going to bring a lot of things out, which is not good. Also, for phone numbers, I tell folks, get a secondary line. Use Google Voice. On dating sites, you meet strangers, use a secondary number because your phone number is a giveaway. If I get anybody's phone number and put it again on advanced background checks.com, it's going to populate. Now I know where you live and all of that. So get secondary numbers. If you use an iPhone, there's an app called Text Now. You download Text Now. It has the ability to let you choose secondary numbers from different states. Yeah, it's crazy. So you can get a number for Florida, a number for New York. It's crazy.